Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be lighting a cigarette with a Crème Brûlée torch, and then after that, I'm going to be smoking it. Which I will admit, I am looking forward to doing more so than not, as I want to find out if I can actually light a cigarette with a Crème Brûlée torch without, well, singeing off half the cigarette, because a Crème Brûlée torch is a pretty powerful torch, if I do say so myself. But why do I want to make this video today? Well, the main reason why I want to make this video is just simply because I think this is a funny thing to do. That's right, y'all heard me correctly. I think it's funny to light a cigarette with a Crème Brûlée torch. And the reason why I think it's funny is because a Crème Brûlée torch is just overwhelmingly powerful to light a cigarette with. You do not need a Crème Brûlée torch to light a cigarette. It's far too powerful to light a cigarette with. And that's why I think it's funny, frankly put. Using a way too overpowered lighter to light something that does not need it, I think that's funny, to say the least. The second reason why I want to make this video today is just simply because, frankly put, I want to smoke a cigarette. And the third reason why I want to make this video today, that's right, there's three reasons why I want to make this video today. The third reason why I want to make this video today is just simply because I am a huge fan of Crème Brûlée. I think Crème Brûlée is one of the best desserts on earth, frankly put. I love myself a good old Crème Brûlée. And since I like Crème Brûlée so much, I figured, hey, why not put Crème Brûlée in the title of a video? Although it is a shame I don't have any Crème Brûlée with me today. That would be nice, but maybe I'll have to see if I can have some Crème Brûlée after this video. Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. I don't know where I can even get Crème Brûlée around here in all honesty, but that would be really nice. Now that I mentioned Crème Brûlée, I'm really wanting some. I could really go for some Crème Brûlée. I'm getting distracted though. I'm getting distracted. My goal of today's video is not to talk about how much I love Crème Brûlée. It's to actually light up one of my American Spirit Full Body Red cigarettes with a Crème Brûlée torch and see just how good or just how bad the cigarette that I light with a Crème Brûlée torch actually is. And to see if I can actually light one of these cigarettes right here with a Crème Brûlée torch without singeing off half this cigarette. And I do suppose I can't actually give doing that a go if I don't actually first off get my pack of cigarettes all opened up and get one of my cigarettes all out. And now that I have one of my American Spirit Full Bodied Red cigarettes all out of the pack, I do suppose the only thing left for me to do is to actually get it all lit up so I can actually light a cigarette with a Crème Brûlée torch and see just how good or just how bad a cigarette that was lit with a Crème Brûlée torch actually is. I'm a little bit nervous in all honesty. I don't want to hit myself with the torch. It's very powerful. Let me just go ahead and just turn it on real quick. It's pretty powerful. I ain't gonna lie. It is pretty powerful. I'm a little bit nervous. I was kind of thinking that I was just going to try to light the cigarette kind of just like this. I was just going to stick it in front and then go like that kind of thing. But that's not how you normally light cigarettes. You normally light cigarettes with them in your mouth and you're like puffing away kind of thing. I'm going to try doing that. I really hope I don't singe my face or singe the cigarette too badly. A little bit nervous. I could easily hurt myself with this. But there's only one way to find out if I'm going to injure myself or not in today's video, and that is to actually give this a go. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this cigarette all lit up with a Crème Brûlée torch, and let's see just how good or just how bad this actually works. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? If I can actually get the Crème Brûlée torch going. Instantaneous light up. Literally no effort necessary. I'm very proud of myself though. I did singe a little bit of the side of the cigarette. It is burning just a little bit unevenly. Get my words just a little bit jumbled up. It is burningly a little bit unevenly just because I did singe the side of the cigarette just a little bit more so than not, but I didn't take off like half of the side of the cigarette or anything like that kind of thing, so I certainly cannot complain too much, that is for sure. And as a whole, I'd have to say that I'm not noticing any sort of a lighter fluidy taste from the lighter fluid in the Crème Brûlée torch. If I remember correctly, this is a butane Crème Brûlée torch. I think it's butane at least. I'm not noticing any sort of a butane taste or any sort of a just lighter fluid taste in general, in all honesty. It's a very clean taste. It's a very clean taste from the light up. And it gives you a very clean tasting cigarette, I definitely have to say. With normal like Bic lighters and stuff like that kind of thing, you normally get a little bit of a lighter fluid taste, and that's because you're kind of sucking in the flame just a little bit to get the cigarette all lit up with that yellow soft flame. With this being such a powerful torch, on the other hand, I don't really think I was sucking any of the fluid into the cigarette or anything like that to really get it lit up. I think I was just lighting the cigarette with this torch, and it just lit up because the torch is so powerful, frankly put. I don't think I was really actually sucking any of the fluid in, so that's why I'm thinking it's not affecting the taste of the cigarette or anything like that. As a whole, though, I will admit, not a bad smoke. Not one bit. Not one bit, frankly put. A pretty good smoke, if I do say so myself, in all honesty. The cigarette has kind of fixed itself. It's not burning unevenly anymore like it was at the very beginning. No, not a bad smoke. Lighting a cigarette with a creme brulee torch is an entirely possible thing to do. And if it's very windy outside, I think it might actually be the optimal thing to do, frankly put. Lighting a cigarette with, like, let's say a classic soft flame Bic lighter or something like that kind of thing can be a little bit more difficult than not when you're in strong wind. But a creme brulee torch, I mean, like, it's just so dang powerful that you don't need to worry about that, frankly put. It's just a torch. This is essentially a rig torch, in all honesty. So, yeah, you don't got to worry about no wind. You're all good. I have faith I could light a cigarette with a creme brulee torch in, I don't want to say 100-mile-an-hour winds, but like 40-mile-an-hour winds. I have confidence in saying that I could light up a cigarette in 45-mile-an-hour wind with a creme brulee torch. I have confidence in that, frankly put. Of course, I could try that in the future, and maybe I'm wrong. But I'm thinking I probably could light a cigarette with a creme brulee torch in like 45-mile-an-hour winds. It's kind of what I'm thinking, at least. Thankfully, winds like that are not common in my area at all, except during hurricanes and whatnot. Overall, though, good smoke. Good smoke. Tastes really good. Really clean tasting as a whole. No lighter fluid taste at all, if I do say so myself. Burning well, getting me nicotine. You know, lighting up a cigarette with a creme brulee torch, not so bad. Now, if I had been a little bit less careful and if I had accidentally singed a lot more of the cigarette than I had, I don't think this would be as good of an experience. But since I was a little bit careful, and since I didn't injure myself, and since I didn't singe a lot of the cigarette or anything like that, this is a pretty good experience. Yeah. Not bad at all. Lighting a cigarette with a creme brulee torch, would I do this again? Frankly put, yes, I would. 100%. I would totally do this again. I love creme brulee, though. Creme brulee is so good. I don't know how well creme brulee would pair with this cigarette. Creme brulee has sort of a creamy, very candy-like, sugary taste to it. I'm like, it's got a lot of sugar in it after all. Like, it's literally, there's sugar on the top of creme brulee. It's basically just, what is it? It's like glutinous pudding with sugar on top. That's essentially what creme brulee is. Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Trying to think of some joke. I had some joke in my head, but then I was like, do I really want to make that joke? I was about to say, I like to dog on the French a little bit more so than not. But one thing I will give the French credit for is that they know how to make good desserts. I think creme brulee comes from France, at least. If I'm wrong, that's not very good now, is it? But I think it comes from France. So I gotta give the French some credit. They know how to make a good dessert, frankly put. Because creme brulee is delicious. It's so dang good. As said, I don't know if creme brulee would pair very well with this cigarette. It has sort of a fruity, sweet, sort of a nutty taste to it, I definitely have to say as a whole. I think creme brulee would probably pair better with my favorite cigarette of all time, the Piece. It's my favorite cigarette of all time. It has a very nice sort of sweet, sugary, creamy taste to it as a whole. A little bit of chocolate in there as well. I think that would pair amazingly with creme brulee, frankly put. Excuse me. But I don't think this cigarette would be bad with creme brulee. I just don't think it's the perfect pairing by any means. Creme brulee, though. Such a solid dessert. Such a solid dessert. Had some a month or two ago, and man, it was delicious. It was delicious, let me tell y'all what. Ooh, there was a yellow jacket flying around my leg for a moment there. I won't be messing with no yellow jackets. Wasps, yellow jackets, bees. Okay, bees are chill. Bees are chill. They just kind of like to run into me, frankly put. But wasps and yellow jackets, nah. They are not chill. They are not vibing. They ain't it, to say the least. This is my third cigarette of the day. It's actually getting me surprisingly buzzed, in all honesty. Oof. Smoked a cigarette at home, and then I got here to where I am right now at this park. Smoked another cigarette right before this video, and now I'm smoking another one. So there's already some nicotine in my system, so maybe that's why I'm feeling especially buzzed kind of thing. Not exactly sure, but either way, I'm feeling pretty good. Getting a nice buzz. It's a nice day out here. A little bit breezy, a little bit chilly, but nothing to any extreme degree. Since it is a little bit breezy, though, it was a good day to make this video, to say the least. Good day to light up a cigarette with a creme brulee torch and smoke it. That is for sure. As a whole, good times. Good cigarette. Creme brulee torch. Gave me no lighter fluid taste at all. Very clean tasting cigarette. Very easy light up as well, even with the wind. You know, a creme brulee torch, it can work. It can work to light up a cigarette with, frankly put. And it works well at that. Well, I think I've got one more hit of my cigarette left, so I'm going to go and take that last hit. Then after that, I'm going to go and give you guys my final thoughts on this experience, and then after that, I'm going to go into the video right there. Go and stub my cigarette out on the ground. Got to make sure I'm not causing no forest fires, so just got to make sure it's all out and everything like that kind of thing. And it's all out. Go ahead and put this cigarette on the ground next to me, and I'm going to throw it away after this video. Can't be littering or anything like that. But how was this experience where I lit a cigarette with a creme brulee torch and smoked it? How was this experience? Well, I'd have to say, as a whole, yeah, pretty dang solid experience, in all honesty. Pretty solid experience, frankly put. I'd have to say, as a whole, lighting a creme brulee with creme brulee torch, lighting a cigarette with a creme brulee torch, pretty good experience. The cigarette lit up very easily. If you're a little bit careful, you don't singe the cigarette, but if you're not careful, you will definitely singe the cigarette. You do definitely got to be very careful. And no lighter fluid taste at all. Overall, would I do this again? 100%. I would totally do this again. I would totally light a cigarette with a creme brulee torch again. 100%. Especially in like high mile per hour winds or something like that kind of thing. I think a creme brulee torch is probably the optimal choice to light a cigarette with, frankly put. I would 100% do this again. Well, I think that's all I had to say though. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ever lit a creme brulee torch. If you guys have ever lit a cigarette with a creme brulee torch before, let me know in the comments down below. And let me know y'all's thoughts on this experience based off of this video if you guys have not had this experience before. And of course, also please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. Box, and my second channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying. And I'm looking forward to seeing just how a cigarette is when you light it with a creme brulee torch, in all honesty. But I do suppose, ooh, very nice E30. Very nice E30. Getting distracted. That's a sweet E30. That's nice. That's a sweet ride.